In today's episodes of the Python Presents podcast, we talked to a very interesting company. We're talking about Sense, basically one system powering your entire laundry business. A very interesting market, a market that we basically all see every day when we walk the streets. But, many don't know what's actually going behind the scenes. Today, we want to deep dive into Sense, and we have Cam Wilson here, who's going to give us an insight on Sense. So welcome to the show, Cam.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, sure. So maybe give us a quick overview. What is Sense all about?
Sure. So Sense is an all-in-one business management platform for laundromat operators. We help them grow, manage, and really better understand their business. So we're a vertical SaaS company focused on updating an old age industry with technology.
Very cool. So maybe tell us a little bit more about the businesses. I mean, of course, in the laundry sector, but maybe what makes sort of a great customer that is benefiting the most?
Sure. So we mainly market and serve the whole laundry industry. So from operators, their employees, and their consumers, but mainly our product is built for owners and operators. So we help them streamline their service offerings, expand revenue streams, and then also deepen their analytical understanding of the business. So it's pretty unique. We, work with operators primarily, people that own a laundromat, are looking to start a laundromat. And so it's a pretty cool crew of customers to have.
How do they learn about you guys? Like, how would you describe their journey? Like, I mean, it's probably maybe not as easy to capture them or to capture them online. Like, how would you describe their journey?
Right. And it's even harder to go in stores. A lot of times they have attendants, managing the business. And so it's hard to get in front of a decision maker. And so for that reason, we've been primarily inbound up to this point. Organic content is super huge in this space. There's a lot of greenfield in organic. And paid ads are a really good top funnel driver for us. We have some strong industry partners that focus on our content highly. And we put it where valuable, put those valuable pieces where readers can, receive actionable tactics. So one of our key partners is Planet Laundry, for example. They're kind of a nonprofit content aggregator for the laundry industry. And so we've partnered with them. We're one of their, premier corporate allies. And so through that, those channels are primarily where we get our inbound. Our outbound effort is a little bit smaller, but given that there's laundromats, like you said, on every corner, we've started to ramp that up in the last few months.
It makes a lot of sense. Could you tell me a little bit what role the website plays? Like, how do you think about the page when it comes to their journey?
Yeah, our website in our journey is crucial. We receive a fair amount of interest from our demo forms. We use it really heavily for sales enablement. And it's a core way it's a core medium that we use for re-engaging our CRM. It serves a purpose, especially in our business, for, throughout the journey from awareness to decision. We use it for case studies. We have, a lot of our resources and drive organic content to it. And so that is definitely a key driver of our business.
Cool. That makes a whole lot of sense. What I would be curious about is, if we talk about the website, like, where do you see the strength for the business versus where do you see sort of room for improvement when it comes to the page in itself?
Sure. So we actually just did a large overhaul in August of last year on our website. And one of our main focuses was we wanted to make it easy to navigate. This industry is kind of high turnover. So a lot of new operators are coming in, people that haven't been in the industry. Pretty low barrier of entry as well. So a lot of people are coming and looking at it as an alternative investment when they might, have another job or be in a different business. And so making it easy to navigate all of our content, our resources, hear from customers really quickly has been a key improvement that we had from that website rebuild. To put some numbers to it, when we made that change, we saw a 2 to 3 page jump in average pages per session. So making that content easily findable, having customer spotlights and detailed pages for our product and solution has definitely been a strength. One thing I want to improve with that is kind of our interactivity. So for that reason, where there's a lot of people trying to learn and engage with new content and get into it for the first time, that's really important for us. And so having the website work along with them and kind of, for example, make a journey, right? How do you get into the laundry industry and have that kind of interactive on the site? So that's something that's coming soon.
Awesome. That makes a whole lot of sense. Now, I'd like to switch gears a little bit and talk about sort of your daily business. Like, what are you involved in on a daily, sort of on a typical day, or what are the work streams that you would be working on?
Sure. So for our team, our go-to-market team is fairly small right now. We have 4 people on the marketing side and about 10 on the sales side. And so my day-to-day is very heavily in the operations and side of kind of RevOps. So right in between sales and marketing, a little bit of CS. But anything from running our paid ads to, creating reports to maintaining CRM hygiene, kind of all falls in my bucket. I have a counterpart. She works on all of our content and is just a queen when it comes to content marketing. So she produces all the content. We use a fair amount of contractors, and so that's how our teamwork looks.
Okay, very cool. So then I would say let's jump into a rapid fire questions. Are you ready for those?
Let's do it.
Cool. Now, what was the last book you read or the last podcast you listened to?
Sure. I just got done reading Naval Ravikant's Almanac for the second time. So that's a really good book, and I like to refer to it probably about once a year. And so that was a really solid one. Last podcast I listened to, I'm a fan of the All In podcast. I listen to that pretty often, kind of a news from VC's perspective. Yeah, those are two pieces of content that I really like. Very cool.
What would you say is the one single thing that your company is focused on the most at the moment?
Yeah. As a company, I think we have this last year, we were really big in, let's penetrate the market, make some big noise and get a lot of brand awareness. And now that we've done that, we've got a fair amount of customers. One of our big goals is just how can we make that customer experience the best? We happen to have a really solid customer success team. We partner with operators rather than just offering a product. And so a lot of times we have a little bit more white glove type of approach when it comes to onboarding, and when it comes to retention. And so that's one thing that we've been focused on. As a result, mitigating churn is a really big focus. And we've been doing that in a few ways.
Awesome. Very cool. Now, if you would have a magic wand, what would be the one single thing that you would fix for your role as a marketer?
Ooh, yeah. There's a million, but I think one thing would probably be just easier reporting. That would be amazing to just have a really easy product that kind of is intelligent in what reports you're looking for. A lot of these B2B SaaS, especially vertical SaaS businesses, are very similar. And so I think as I've seen a little bit of a later stage company and now being at Sense, having just easy reporting and kind of expecting what we're going to need to know as the business grows would be super helpful. I know that's a giant ask and it probably will never happen, but easy reporting would be awesome.
Very good. And if today would be your very first day joining Sense, what would be the one advice you would give yourself?
Sure, joining Sense. Don't be afraid to break things. I think that's and learn from it. Moving quickly in our company has been a really big focus. One of our kind of guiding principles that we use is work fast, work smart. And I think just doubling down on that in all aspects of our day-to-day and larger strategy is great. So when we've done that, lately it's been super productive. And I think if I could tell myself day one, move quickly, that's what I would do.
Very cool. Very, very good. Yeah, no, I really appreciate you took the time, Cam, with us to be a guest on Pathwing Presents. I want to give you the very last word. If somebody would be forgetting all that we discussed about the company, what would be the one thing people should remember?
Sure. Boring businesses can be really fun. I think laundry is somewhere that I thought I would never work. If you told me, getting into this whole tech space that I would be eventually working essentially for laundromats, I would tell you you're crazy. And so I think boring businesses are really exciting, and there's a lot of technology to be implemented in them. A lot of industries that need to be caught up, and I'm a big advocate of vertical SaaS. So I would say, yeah, just take a look at the stones unturned. We'll say that.
Thanks a lot for being a guest on Pathwing Presents.
Awesome. Appreciate it.